Live from Crawford Studios, it's CC. Yeah.
What's up, brothers?
Have you ever seen something twice in the same exact way? What if the Mandela effect aren't bad memory, but version of it? Today, we are talking about glitches in the Matrix.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about things like glitches in the Matrix, things in where things just don't make sense in reality.
Right.
Well, a glitch could be something like deja vu, right? We all experience that. That's a very common thing. Mandela effects, we're talking about the Tic Tac.
Yeah.
Like something like Tic Tac. Everybody thinks there's a hyphen in there, but there is no hyphen. There's never been a hyphen. Berenstein bears. Or is it the Bears?
It's the same with the song "We Are the Champions," right?
Oh, yeah.
They think that they say the next one, and it doesn't happen.
Say that.
Oh.
It just goes, "We are the champions."
That dies out.
Oh,
That's
Not
okay.
of the world.
shut up.
Yep.
You know I'm going to listen to that shit on the way home, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be like, oh, why it's not there?
Because I remember, I know I make fun of.
That's one of the
Doing
glitch. That's like, but
Yeah, the Mandela.
yeah, absolutely.
So, but another glitch is like reality, where things don't make sense. Birds floating in air.
Yeah, that's the news. I put that. Yeah,
Things like that.
that's from watching ancient
Or
cavemen.
the NPC behavior. Some people, there is a belief that we are living in sin.
Right.
There are NPCs. There are people who are part of the system that are just not main characters.
What do you say?
An NPC in a video game is a non-playable character. You know, like in GTA,
So what do they do? Like police?
shit freaks that just say random shit.
Yeah.
Like those are NPCs.
Yeah.
They're not playable characters. They're just kind of, or like a character who's you talk to and they just go and they give the dialogue and they go. And
Well,
sometimes you see little people where they just like seem like they're spitting up dialogue. And
yeah. And there's really nothing coming out of their mouth that they understand it. But that's the same thing we're talking about, like with ghosts. Are ghosts really ghosts, like the spirits, or is it like,
I do. I think so.
Matrix? Is it that, you know what I'm saying?
Could be both.
It's different things that they say. I mean, I mean, talk about all that kind of different shit.
That's true. That's true.
Because you've seen the Matrix, when the two
The brothers, the twins, right?
twins, that they were like,
They were able to go in and out of stuff.
dipping in and out,
Yeah.
or whatever, that they were chasing Trinity and Morpheus down the highway for the key.
They were hard to kill.
Remember, and you know what's funny? Because right before that, remember when the Oracle says something like, if you ever seen anything, heard any stories about ghosts, vampires,
Right.
it's a program doing something they're not supposed to be doing.
They do.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you saw the ghosts.
Yeah.
And we're acting like ghosts.
Yes. Exactly. Right.
No. Another glitch in the Matrix could be time abnormalities, where things don't add up time-wise, either, maybe time dilation or, you hear stories of like planes leaving and then the clocks don't match up like 5 minutes or something. They showed up 5 minutes early.
Right.
Yeah.
Things like that happening.
Yeah. Well, I'm not funny to say it too. This week, was it just me, bro? This week seemed like it was dragging on.
Yeah.
Like the work day, I guess.
The work day. When I got up every morning, I was like,
Yeah.
And where time seems longer. And you know what?
Yeah.
And it's not. And when that happens, if you talk to other people will be like, yeah, it does seem that way. So it's not like you ever realize is it a personal experience or is it
really happen? Like, is it
alive or is it
or are we noticing something that we didn't really pay attention to begin with?
Yeah.
I feel that things go faster because when I think about the times when I'm younger and what I was doing in the course of that day, I got a lot done. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So not to say that I don't now, but it was a different time. So now I don't think I was running out of time because I stayed up later. I was either watching the baseball game and then I didn't go to bed till like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And I had to get up for work at 6, just saying.
Right.
When you're young, it's different. But then as you get older, you start to realize like, oh,
there's also another one to it.
Yeah.
Eating habit. Sometimes you'll see a number repeat over and over and over. Now, psychologically does explain this. They do have a psychological thing saying that it's just like one of those things when you notice something pops up, like you end up buying a Wrangler. All of a sudden you go, oh my God, there's a lot of Wranglers on the road. I didn't notice this many. So there is a thing in psychology. I don't want to say it's definitive.
Right.
But you're right about that though, because when I do see the number I always told you guys about before, 851,
Right.
it's always something would happen before I notice the number. So in other words, I'll be, oh, shit, that's right. So whatever it might be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go, well, 851. So I would put them together because of that,
Yeah.
for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Like
That makes sense.
for some reason, that number would show up.
Yeah.
And there is some kind of culture references to like glitches in the Matrix. And I don't mean pop culture like the Matrix where it's obvious, but like think of like the Truman Show. You know, we're living in a simulation, but like maybe it's not a Truman Show. Maybe the only one. Maybe you guys are acting.
Right.
Reminiscent of
And one of us is only in simulation.
right.
Yeah. Everybody else is actor.
Well, listen, bro, sometimes some of the shit that people say to me, I'm like,
Yeah, but when you know that, you're saying that, right? So what are we then? If we don't recognize that or understand it or know we're an actor, then how does that work? If that person doesn't know,
Well, that's the thing. Right. It would be like you're the only one who's the real person. Else.
exactly. So you're the real, because we're vibing right now. So we'll take this, like 3 of us sitting here.
This kind of gets a little existential, like
yeah, it'll be actually, but like it's like Tom. It's this was his idea for the show. So now we're going to ride off of what he said, and we're
so
going to
you guys are actors.
So
I'm the Truman. So you guys are the actors.
We're gonna improv off of what he's doing.
And by the way, if anybody hasn't seen this Truman Show, it is a movie with Jim Carrey. One of the more serious movies he plays. I had funny scenes, but it was
he was great.
But like where he was like, it was like a reality show, like a whole channel that just followed.
He starts to pick it up.
Everybody else was actor.
Starts to figure it out.
Yeah, like things start to happen. Like now, it's too much of the same.
Like every time he tries leaving, all of a sudden, all these traffic just appears. Out of nowhere. The car just go in the middle like that.
Right.
You realize that happens sometimes. Like you try to get somewhere and traffic is there. Like you wonder.
Yeah, right. Are they building that? And
they don't want me. They don't want me going there.
Yeah.
With this.
Yep. Oh, you're like.
So the traffic is keeping you safe. We don't even realize.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. Is it really keeping you safe, or they just build,
preventing you to be involved with whatever's going on up ahead?
Right. Or like Tom was saying, is it that it's they're coding? So we really are in the Matrix, and they're setting the code up for us to go further down. 84. You know what I mean? So now there's traffic. You know what I mean? The lights are red. So like when you're coming out of your house.
They don't want us taking 84. We got to take the back roads.
Exactly.
CR1.
Right, exactly. You see? There it is, bro. There it is. Yeah. But you're right. There's so many different things that you saying that clicks. It's like,
I know that movie's a real mind.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Because
wasn't the other one like that? Well, no, it wasn't. It was something different. That was different. There was another movie where the dude, he was the main character. All right. What's his name?
Oh.
He had turned around and Tom. Sorry. Yeah. But that guy he was, he had the camera following him around and stuff like that. It was different. But no, the Truman Show.
Yeah, Show was a good movie. My kids were actually the ones who told me about that. So I needed to watch that. Guys, the Truman Show. Yeah, they were all big about the movies. And and it was good. I liked the whole concept. And that he broke free at the end.
Right.
He said it for one last time. But
but it wouldn't see it. Sorry.
That was me. If you haven't seen it and I ruined it for you, well,
SOL.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But, one of the other things, like I mentioned earlier, Mandela.
Right.
Mandela effect happened a lot. There's a lot of examples where everybody assumes it's one thing, but it's not. And that makes you wonder. Now, again, I brought up the Berenstein bears.
Right.
And the Berenstein bears.
Right.
Technically, it's spelled Berenstain, not Steen.
Right.
The Monopoly man. Everybody always assumes the Monopoly man has a monocle.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, why is that?
Because he looks like a proper rich guy. Right. Back in the day.
Yeah,
and for some reason, I think I'm one of those people, probably.
Do not collect $100.
Right.
That's another
Yeah, because I always remember it for some reason. So possibly I did at one point. But yeah, but you're right about that. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I like that one.
Also, we're Star Wars fans here.
Right.
He never says, Luke, I am your father.
No. He just says, I am your father.
It doesn't say,
I am your father.
No, he doesn't say that.
I am your father. Lord, he says, yeah, you're right. Yeah. That one I remember.
And of course, I bring up the one, Sinbad as a genie.
Yeah.
A lot of people think he was like in Shazam or something like that, or he just was a movie with him as a genie.
Right.
And it's funny because I swore he was in a movie with a genie. He never was in any movie as a genie, Sinbad, the comedian Sinbad.
No.
And also another one is the logo for Fruit of the Loom. Everybody thinks there's a cornucopia in it. No, it's just fruit.
It's just a fruit, yeah.
But a lot of people think that it has a cornucopia. And I remember a cornucopia.
See, why? Because I thought there was another level of underwear that had that in there. That's why.
I don't ever remember cornucopia.
A lot of people think it's a cornucopia.
Yeah, by the way. Yeah. That's it.
I don't ever remember.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, shit.
Very cool. I love this stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But so now, Lou, that's what we're saying. So now,
why do we remember it this way, though? What is that? Is that the glitch in the Matrix? Was there an update?
For some reason, we heard it that way. For whatever reason we believe, because we've seen it or heard it or whatever, or both. And that's how it stays in your head.
Yeah. Okay. I got one.
But again, I really don't know what the answer is, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, okay. Peanut butter.
Yeah, what matter?
Jiffy.
Yeah. It's Jiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people, Jiffy, because it was, I remember.
Jiffy.
No, Jiffy. Jiffy.
Right.
Jiffy on the jar. But I remember a commercial that way back when that somebody in this commercial had said Jiffy.
Okay.
So then people, I think, then made that.
That makes sense.
Jiff. I only know Jiff. I don't remember ever being Jiffy on the bottom.
But I think some pop culture things do change things in people's mind.
Right.
Like, for instance, the Luke, I am your father.
Right.
Who said that? In what movie?
Star Wars.
No. Actually said Luke, I am.
Yeah, that actually said it. It was
Tommy Boy.
Yes. Tom.
Oh, yes.
When he's in front of the family.
But that would be. But I think people saying Luke, I am your father before that. Because I am your father. People aren't going to assume
your feelings. We know it to be true.
Yeah, but people are like, they have to reference the movie. So then I'm going to say, if I say, I am your father, what the fuck you talking about? You're not my fucking father. No, dude, the movie. So Star Wars, Luke, I am your father. You would say or do something, but it's not everything.
Yeah.
But that it would be the reference. This way the people that you're talking to would catch the reference. We'll say something about Arnold, and then that's when we get you to turn around and say Arnold, and you'll make a joke.
You'll do something about
the movie or whatever.
Is that written in? Right. Is that part of the
is everything that you're saying
the equation?
Right. Is everything that you're saying in the movie?
It's already pre-received, and then it's already been written, and you're going to do it now.
Right. You know what I mean?
Because it's a program.
There you go. All right. Boom. Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Right. So it's Looney Tunes.
Originally. Go ahead.
Is it Tunes? Toons or TUNES?
TUN.
Everybody thinks it's
Tail.
What was Curious George again? See, now I wasn't really familiar with it.
The man with the yellow hat.
Yeah.
Curious George.
Oh, the monkey. Right?
Yeah, the monkey, yes.
Tail or no tail?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
Have a tail?
Wait, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to say tail.
No tail, though.
Wow.
No tail for Curious George. That I remember, too. I remember that one, no tail. Yeah.
Very cool.
That's the reason why people...
The same with the Captain Kirk thing. He never says, Scotty, beam me up.
No.
But the reason why it's called the Mandela effect is because when Nelson Mandela died, people thought he had already died. People were like, didn't he die like a while ago?
Right.
Because he was locked up. He was in jail.
Right.
So everybody thought that he was killed in jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the idea, but I mean, so now, I don't know. That one, I remember
when he got out of jail.
Yeah, he got out of jail. And he became president.
But everybody thought that he was dead in jail. You know what I mean? But to me, there was that conspiracy that, say that he's dead in jail because he was fighting the power. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you said that he's dead in jail. Oscar Mayer. MEYER MAYER.
M-A-Y.
Sing the song.
M-A-Y.
I'm out to eat an Oscar Mayer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mayer. Not mine.
Like John.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
It's one of those nuts. Because then it makes your mind think. You're trying to...
John Mayer.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced anything that you saw a glitch or something?
Well, there's a lot of different things that have been caught on camera. glitches in the matrix. Maybe some stuff on camera, but repeating pedestrian behavior where sometimes they'll see like maybe someone cross and then someone looks exactly the same, or sometimes people wearing the same outfit.
Right.
So, that goes kind of based into the whole NPC thing, the whole NPC theory, is if this is a simulation, and simulation, or they're like fillers, like they're just characters just walking this background. Audience, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's been videos of birds frozen in midair.
Right.
And this is way before AI existed. Because now it's kind of like, and that's the problem too, is like you could be like, oh, well, it was an AI video.
Some stuff you can figure out. I think I'm pretty good at it when I see a lot of this stuff.
They use the same voice a lot of times in AI too.
They haven't gotten, listen, it's just a matter of time where it's going to get to where you have to have a good eye for it.
Yeah. Also, the way that
you're going to have to know
they do a lot of like, I'm here at the park and so is at the 5 foot. That's how they talk. They always talk the same. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I think they do that on purpose.
Right. Just because you're supposed to know the difference. That's how to help.
But they also now have websites that scan photos. I don't know about for videos, but you can scan photos and help. They have special good scanners that scan an image.
AI and that. So if it was made from AI.
Yeah.
Which is good that they had that job.
It was 0% chance, but they'll be like, it's 1%.
Right. At least. Yeah. That's why. But, we spoke about this before, and I was always like, damn, this Matrix shit is like, I mean, it was real. It feels like it could be, we could be, because of all of the things we've been talking about, this evening, Mandela effect, just when we double take, we see something, we hear something,
right?
You know what I mean? You're like, what the hell? What was that?
When you hear something.
Yeah, you're looking at something and it's like, walking into the street. Yeah, well, you see your doppelganger, Here I am, I'm somewhere else, and I'm like, was that fucking Lou? And I'm calling Lou up. Lou, is that you? Tom, wait, you're where, Tom? You know what I mean?
You know what I will say?
I saw you double
just like you, and I even took a picture of him, and you're like, doesn't look like me at all.
But say saw something inside that person.
Yeah. Or that you look different. That you look different to yourself, and people look to you. Or you look to people. I'm sorry. It's like you look one way to me, and to Lou, than what you see yourself in the mirror. But you look like somebody else. So like it's the thing that would make. So when we're born, we see the bottom half of the face, I believe is what it is. From like the nose down. That's how babies recognize their parents and stuff like that. It's not the whole face. I think it's that the lower half of your face.
Right.
So then as we get older, we start to look and catch other things on people's faces. So that now I'm looking at you right now. I go and it's whatever one thing that I see about your face that I will see that it looks familiar on somebody else.
That's probably what it is.
So your time dashing your goat to you. Like, oh shit, that guy looked like Tom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, that's Smirk. That guy looked like Tom. Oh shit, the way that guy, I thought that was Lutz. But the way he had the hat on and I was looking behind. You know what I mean? It's always that one something.
Yeah, of course.
But I would say for me, deja vu is probably the one thing that, you should be,
I get that. I get something like that. Yeah. So.
And there's been other situations where
I'm having a strange feeling right now.
Into the sky, and everything's pixel.
Oh, dude, I saw that. The bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to tell though, because like, is that the camera? Is that like a digital?
And it's always the pictures are never clear and they're always blurry. So
or is that actually like, or is it, oh my God, it's the Matrix or the it's everything pixelated, or is it like a camera? That's a tough one to.
Right. Because of the angle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How far away it is.
Right. Yeah. Is it real? Or is it a mess up in the code? The Mandela effect, I think, is the biggest thing that we question.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why is it that a majority of people or a large amount of people believe something to be one way?
Right.
But it's
right. Yeah. Like we said before.
Yeah, I get it.
Even Fruit Loop.
Some people even say maybe it's the alternate reality. Like, there's getting lost.
Right. Hey, yeah, man. Because I said, You think about all the things that, like we had said before, you look at the time shift is probably one of the craziest things that,
or timeline shift. Is that the word?
skip, whatever.
Right.
But those are the things that we're like, whoa, it could be, but then again, now too, is that there's something that subliminal message that they, that whoever said it and make us think that it's real, is it something that we would have believed that there's alternate universes, different timelines.
Okay, so there are.
So if there is, then is it that we're really seeing those things, that the Mandela effect is what's happening on another world?
Or the opposite?
There you go. You know what I mean? That shit is insane.
Like Earth 1, Earth 2.
Yeah. Earth 2057.
Yeah, but still, they were doing that stuff. It wasn't called the Matrix, but still, they were alternate universes.
That's the thing, too. Quite comic. Comic books were that whole, multiple parallel universe theories. It's Earth 2, Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Snyderverse.
I remember seeing a DC comic where Superman scans another Superman from another Earth. He's from an alternate Earth. She's like, how do you know? He goes, his organs are on the opposite side.
Yeah. I remember that. Like Bizarro.
His heart and everything.
Yeah, like Bizarro, though. Remember Bizarro?
Yep. Everything was,
same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you think about if the comics were writing it, how true is it? As we said before, The Simpsons doing great things.
Yeah, that happens way too often.
Yeah.
It's like a couple of times you go like, that's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Why is it that it just happens over and over?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, they show, look at this time in history, this episode of The Simpsons. You're like,
right. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. That and hello. Is that the Mandela effect?
No.
You know what I mean?
But the other thing about The Simpsons is some people will be like, oh, this is going to happen because this was in a Simpsons episode. And then
it has
right. Yeah.
Stop saying it. Just shut up.
Because it's the stuff that they want.
Right.
The stuff that really should or is going to happen. Like more real.
Keep it to yourself. Wait till it to happen first and then talk about it. You don't want to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at what was it? Back to the Future. Like this time in Back to the Future, we're supposed to have flying cars and self-tying shoes.
This timeline, yeah.
You know what I mean? And having the clothes that dry themselves off and stuff.
Nobody.
Listen, I remember reading students back in high school, junior high school. I remember them reading students, our parents' stories, the things that they wrote or essays about what the future was going to be. And a lot of the stories were crazy. Like one had helicopters taking you to school every day and that kind of stuff. Yeah, they kind of thought the way we did, flying cars and all that other stuff, but it never really happened. I mean, we had helicopters and everything, but it was just not like that. But it was interesting to listen to some of them, to read it. We had a teacher read it off and some crazy stuff, what they thought now. And then, of course, when they got to their future, it wasn't like that.
Yeah. Well, imagination.
I think because we already do have.
There are flying cars. There are.
Yeah.
It's just, it's got to be only, you'll never see it that high in the sky. No, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that is out now, that is in operation now is self-driving vehicles.
Right. Right. Yeah.
What's if 15 years from now, they make it where no one drives anymore. Everything's just autopilot. Just
kind of like in the time.
That I believe would be more plausible.
Minority Report, was it?
Yeah. Where it scales the buildings and stuff like
that. Yeah.
Right. I would say an autonomous vehicle, like where it's like mandatory, where like no one drives anymore, would be more. And not only that, you imagine how efficient, because most traffic is from us being assholes and trying to go around things and trying to run faster. Every time you jump lane,
we'll see what happens. We won't be around for it. You and I will be gone.
And there will be no traffic because it would make the traffic pattern internet feed. Right. Where all the cars are networked together, they would network in a way where there would be no traffic. They're the highest best day.
Right.
Because they are tied together with a dance.
Well,
faster for everybody. And it wouldn't have that.
That makes sense.
I was watching this thing, social media, where they were showing this one car that could actually fly, but it would be more like the same level a normal car drives at. In other words, you just be hovering. But then you have those crazy go-karts they have now that you can get in and fly. They only go so high.
Okay.
And, you can drive for like a good half hour or so, 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a go-kart in the air.
Yeah.
It's really unbelievable. It's great.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure, too. The car now.
Get off and then go back.
I'm assuming somebody's operating that drone somehow, some way.
No.
That's fully automated.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, but is anything? Would you do it in the car?
No.
Would you get in a fully, autonomous car?
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like the wildest one that I saw. I mean,
it's like that's like taxi, like
yeah.
sharing.
Yeah. Look at Will Smith, iRobot.
Yeah.
And iRobot. Every vehicle, you can hit and do the, self-drive or whatever, Demolition Man, you had that in there. So like,
with the foam, the crash, they have all the foam would spray out.
But, it's just, these are things that have been spoken on, thought about forever, Is it, so then now we'll go back to, is it really the Mandela effect? Is it really a glitch in the matrix? Or is it that it's literally just evolution, just how we think, how we're doing things, Yeah.
We won't know really probably until we go.
And even, remember how you said,
it's too late by that time.
When you said, you turn around, if your spirit turns around and looks back, that it's going to take you back to the motherland.
Take you back home. To where you came from.
Right.
Or you would just get recycled. That's one of the theories.
Right.
So, and then you would go back and you'd be born again.
So now we're going to turn around and see, and going back home, we're going to turn around and like, oh shit, it really was a matrix. You know what I mean? Like we really were locked up in this shit,
Yeah. So the thing is too, is like simulation. So the basis for glitch that we're in a simulation, right? And
right.
The whole thing is like, there's a lot of people that really believe that like the odds that we're in like base reality really low because one of the theories that if we can create a simulation, then who's to say that we're not already in one? Right.
But then how would we be allowed to do it right now? They want to control that, and they wouldn't want us doing what we're doing right now.
Well, but again, it's like anything else. All right, so there's this anime, and it's called Sword Art Online, and everybody puts on the they lay back in their beds or their couches in their chairs or whatever, and now they're fully submerged into this thing, this whole thing, and that's their life. That's where they are. That's where they're happy. You know what I mean? Living and doing those things where they feel like they
want like in a 3D world or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like just them running through here and doing whatever. It's like, technically we would be sitting, I'd be in my house somewhere in West Berlin, whatever. And me coming over here and hanging out, doing the podcast is like, oh, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to do. I want to be something that I'm not in my regular life, in my regular world, Instead of then now, is that really what it is? But we've been doing it for so long, we forgot.
I love learning about it.
Yeah.
It's just a fun thing to learn.
Yeah.
And to just like read up on. And one of the theories that's it was like, okay, wait.
Yeah, that's for real. Well, would it be cool to turn around and be able to do that? Be in a simulation?
I don't know if I would want to do one. I would hope it wasn't.
Yeah.
I hope
what's it?
It's
there's a video,
right?
That's so realistic.
That's what I just said, and you forget that we didn't want to.
So that would mean everybody would forget because your parents and their parents and everybody else.
No, because you're in the simulation, somebody would know about it. So as far as anybody's concerned,
plus you don't know who's part of the simulation.
Yeah,
right. Who's real and who's just part of the
like Tom was saying,
part of the game.
Right. Like Tom said before, there's the people that are the fake, the computer programs, the NPCs that are in there, So then now we're like, okay, Lou, are you really real? Is the guy that was walking past them?
I feel real.
I mean, was he real? But now I've made you. You're in my video game, so you're in my reality. That then now I've made it to the computer has upgraded to where and reading everything that I'm asking about or thinking about. That now you're real, quote unquote, real in my game.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy it like that. I don't know.
Yeah. But again, this is just the theory, as far as Matrix is concerned, the glitches in it,
right.
the Mandela effect.
And this isn't anything we...
Yeah, no. It's our teaching.
My deep moment,
yeah.
Is this real?
Right, yeah. Think about the Mandela effect. Everything that we've seen, the Mandela effect, I'm just saying it. When we see those birds that are, frozen in the sky, the airplane that's, flying, looking like it's flying backwards. Is that just like we said before, just optical illusion?
Well, I know that if a plane that's flying towards you and you're driving towards it,
right,
it does give that optical illusion.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a whole video on that. And the same thing with water moving too. Like if it's like a windy day in the water, like that's an lake.
Right.
And if you're in the opposite direction that the wind is in, it doesn't look like
it's kind of
not moving. Like we haven't seen that before.
Yeah. It's wild. But then they also had people with pictures, and like they have a squirrel would be sitting out there and just kind of like frozen. There's a couple of those.
You ever see people who are just like,
person is like, just stop, not moving. You know what I mean?
Because
NCC, right? Yeah. Like, look, think about it, bro. Think of how many times that you on the subway in the city, right?
Yeah.
And you see a bum laying on a bench on the platform.
Right.
Is he real or he's just there? Because we've come down the track.
Matrix again.
Yes, right. It's just tricks. Right. The train. Yeah, like that. See? But or that, we walk down, we come down the stairs, walking on the platform.
There's a payphone and there he is laying on the bench.
And he's just laying on the bench. We're not paying him any attention. He doesn't get up. He's not moving or whatever. Us, because it's just another bump. We get on the train and we leave. He's actually just that one, person, that one code that's there. That's a non-player. It's just somebody that's there. If we turn around and we go and we poke him, like, get away from me, leave me alone. We poke him again, get away from me, leave me alone. We poke him again, get away from me, leave me alone.
Nice. He's always this one phrase.
Right. That's it. You know what I mean? That's the...
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. But, I said, I watch a lot of Ancient Aliens and...
Yeah, I get it.
So I'm more in it.
I get it. Crazy stuff. But I guess a repeat like that would be interesting if that actually really happened. But I'm trying to think if I had anything crazy happen again.
You guys have any experience?
I can't really say. And you know what? If I do, I'll probably going to remember after we had it done.
Well, even like the deja vu.
That I get a lot.
Yeah, so that would be the same idea. That would be the same.
I'll be going, I feel like I was here already.
Yeah.
Like I've been here before kind of thing.
One of the craziest things...
That's a weird feeling I get.
Oh, yeah.
I would mention that. It's the craziest thing I ever saw. I was in my 20s backyard. I'm looking up at the sky, and there's a cloud. And it's spinning and spinning out new clouds. Like it was making clouds and spin, and they'd go another. It'd spin, and they would just like grow, and then form another one, and it would spin and grow.
Really?
Like in a conveyor belt. It was the weirdest.
That's crazy.
And I had a phone at the time, and it's before smartphones, and it was like 1 megapixel or half a megapixel.
Right.
And when you take a video of the sky, you don't do it.
Yeah.
But now you can. But
now you've never seen it again.
Yeah.
So
right.
Oh, what fun.
It never happened again.
Yeah.
Well, what about those crazy clouds that they have on where they show you and they just kind of follow people? They're on the street, they move, and you know what I mean? Do you ever see those?
Yeah.
They just kind of
floating
level, and they have like some kind of life to them.
Right.
Some kind of, it's weird.
You know what I would love to see? Like the cartoon where a rain cloud follows someone and walks.
Yeah. Right. Lightning and thunder.
Yeah. What's the matter with you? You having a bad day? Yeah.
I'm shitting eye at that.
Yeah.
Be a funny video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you go. That's another, I guess we'll say, version of, having that glitch, in the Matrix, the Mandela effect. It's crazy, man. is it really happening? Is it just our imaginations? You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be Twilight Zone.
Like now we're talking about it, everybody that's watching us, they think about it. They're like, oh, wow, what was that? What if like now they get in the car, tomorrow they're in the car, they're driving somewhere, I was driving home tonight, you tomorrow just looking around and whatever, and poof, oh shit, we were talking about this yesterday. You know what I mean? It's subliminal. It is something that we've heard somewhere, seen, and they're like, yo, I wonder if that's real, that really happened. Is it happening? I like to think that we're not just like, cattle, I guess. We're not just batteries like in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That it's just,
I'm sorry.
This dude, that was so insane. But that, what would make people comfortable that they would just be this kind of, I guess, comfortable?
Didn't somebody blow the whole Matrix thing out? It was Neil
deGrasse.
Yes, he said there was a flaw in it, and it had to do with the formula wasn't right or something. He says because now they have to be fed food, right? Now they have to eat in order for them, right? So then, he was saying that changes everything in a sense because of that one thing.
But see, here's where the nutrition part comes in. It's a different thing that our bodies actually.
But he didn't mention though, because in the movie, you're actually eating those who already passed, and they make it into a liquid in you, and then they feed you with it.
Right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Listen, we don't need food to be a cow, a chicken, or that. We could have plant-based foods. Period. We know that already. You know what I mean? And survive. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So then it's nothing to have a greenhouse, put up some nifty ass lights, and shit is going to grow. So then if they turn around and put it into the robots, the machines, or whatever it is that's feeding us through this matrix, it's nothing for them to turn around and, make it happen.
That's one version of
right.
Yeah. Right. The other version of the simulation theory that explains all of it is that the simulation theory explains, before life, after life, all the stuff that religion would say.
Right.
Is that's just the simulation.
Right.
That like that heaven or whatever is like the existence outside of the simulation.
Right. Okay. This is just the host body.
Yeah.
We're going to be out and we're the star.
We're the avatar.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's probably more feasible. I mean, considering what we know, what we're assuming, I guess, as far as the universe and shit is concerned, that's not too exactly apart from that. Yeah.
But like it's a simulation, but out of the computer.
Yeah.
Right. Reality.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe we're all plugged into this fucking Oculus, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Without even knowing.
No, I think we would know.
Yeah. Oh, put it back on.
It's a pretty shitty game if there is one. That's what we're in.
Yes. Yeah. I'm my quarterback.
You know what I mean? I say, start over.
Yeah. Start over, redo. Do over. It's a do-over, yo. It's a do-over.
Exactly.
Again, but this is what we feel is our reality.
Don't forget, the Twilight Zones did that as well.
Right. Yeah.
That stuff when it came to aliens or like the one I like a lot is, so this says this Toy Story is real, right? In a sense, because remember the one where they had all these people and they were like in the
box.
I don't know, in like a drum or something or a can, and they were trying to get out of it, and they wound up being dolls.
Right.
They were trying to get out of the trash can, and they would fall out, and then someone would put it back in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember that one? You ever see that one, Tom?
I don't know.
The ballerina, someone from the army, it was something.
The army guy was the one that's trying to get out.
Right. Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. The clown.
Right. Clown, and then they try to get it, and he finally gets over, and he falls out, and then someone picks him up.
Yeah, but see, now you're going to go down. So the other Twilight Zone one that I thought that was a pretty good one is this couple, they're in a neighborhood. They're walking through like, oh, we shouldn't have drank so much. And she's like, you drank too. They're trying to get out.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When they turn around at the end of the episode, come to find out that they were dolls and the giant alien.
They were pets.
or the giant aliens.
Someone stole them from Earth and brought them back, and they were in there like in their little model or something.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, my favorite one was where they go to dinner and they all wear the mask.
And their faces
the faces all messed up.
The rich father was all pissed off at them and whatnot, hated them, and he was waiting to die. Yeah, that was a good one. But again, look at all that stuff. These are ideas that were put. I'm gonna say that we're gonna go with the Matrix stuff. These are ideas that were put in our heads. These are things that is it real? Is it really? I mean, is it real? That are we really living the life that we're here? All the ideas, all these things that we think about. The Matrix. These are things that were put in our heads. We're gonna turn around and I can tell you, oh yeah, so your shirt was made out of bamboo, not cotton.
Yeah, but then you can go into the whole alien thing where you could say we sent from aliens, and that it's in our DNA to strive for that, to go to space and everything. So that's where all the sci-fi and all that comes from, and then a lot of stuff comes true. Right. So all that stuff is already in your DNA. It's just your imagination is what's making it become real life. Yeah, even if it was just in a movie.
That's the mundo. So that is it really? Is that what's going to be? If we keep wishing it,
it's real.
We're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
Like you said, something that you said that sticks is when we compare the sci-fi movies, between Star Wars and Star Trek. Star Trek seems to be more of our reality, us moving forward, evolving right now.
You got a lot of that in Star Wars too, because I like the way the ships, like shuttle ships and stuff like that. I love they have that in Star Trek too, but I think that will be as well. I mean, they're getting close to making a lightsaber, so it might be reality.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. No, you're right. And sci-fi, it's not only those two, but it's not only those two things though. It's everything, a lot of stuff in sci-fi, I should say, that we've seen through the years that we're like, oh, you never know, certain things.
Yeah.
And usually it comes true, right?
Mm-hmm. The phone, the communicator. Yeah.
They got to the moon, didn't they? Remember they were thinking about going to the moon back in the day when they were just black and white movies and they were stills.
Uh-huh.
Like they were, and no sound. And
making that whole thing.
And they would land into it and these people get off the ship and everything.
Exactly.
Now they don't do more.
And then it became reality.
Right.
What's our reality?
They flew.
Isn't already, one of them things. I'm digging it. I love that stuff. It's cool. You messing me up with the Mandela effect idea though, bro. Because like I said, I'm following this guy on social media. I just saw him the other day and I just hit follow. And so I can't remember his name. He's talking about Mandela effect and all these different things that, that he's seeing, that he's paying attention to. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, but now we're aware of the Mandela effect. So that's the thing that's so weird about it. We're saying these things happen, but we know of it.
Right. Yeah. And there you go. So now is this us like...
So we're discussing it.
Stretching it.
And saying, is it glitch or isn't it?
Yes, exactly. I love it. So with that, thank you everybody for listening to another episode.
For sure.
Thank you, Tom. I thought you were going to say the Schwartz.
The Schwartz be with you.
So with that, thank y'all for listening. Like, follow, send us messages. Appreciate you guys. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Live long and prosper.
And keep on. Keep on.
And keep on glitching.
And keep on. And keep on.